What's happening, everybody? This is Hayden Adams with A Designer Who Codes. In this video, we're going to take a look at how to add a sign-up form to your website using Kit/ConvertKit. And with that, let's get started. All right, so for this project, I've already added some flex from Bootstrap, and I built a narrow column for this demonstration. In my custom CSS, I just have a max width of 400 pixels and a margin of 0 auto just to build a card in the middle of the page to hold my form going forward. Let's actually get started and build that card first, and then we'll come in and bring the form in from ConvertKit. Where the weird form goes here, I'm going to remove that. Don't need that anymore. I'm going to say div class card, bring it and close it. I always like the word test first. Cool, the card holds pretty good for right now. The first part about the card is I want to add a picture to the top of the card. I already have a picture already loaded in my images folder. So I'm going to say, in this case, come on, keys, image, source. And in my source folder, I have an images folder, and I have my coffee.jpg. The class I'm going to use with Bootstrap is card image top, and I'm also going to use the image fluid from Bootstrap as well. I also have to add an alt tag, so we'll say alt coffee, and like magic, there's the picture around to the very top with no text below, so it just adds that straight line right here. After the picture at the top, I'm going to add a card body. From here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say div class card body. And again, use that word test just to make sure it shows up. There it is, looking good. Bootstrap does recommend using an H5, so I'm going to say here H5, and I will say coffee. Drop it in, and then below I'm going to add a card text, so I'll say paragraph tag, class card text, not test. And in the card test, I'm going to say the phrase sign up and get your first cup on us. Drop it in, and we're all set to go with the text, the picture, and the body text. The next section we have to add is the script tag from Kit, formerly ConvertKit. If I come over to ConvertKit, it's now called kit.com. They rebranded, formerly ConvertKit. If I log into my website in kit.com, I want to come up to the top and say grow landing pages and forms. And in here, I have the choice of using my existing forms, or I'm going to create a new form for my landing page. I'm going to say form, add this one. Now you can choose whatever you want, but for this demonstration, we're going to use inline. And we're going to use Claire. Claire is the most basic and it works the best. So we'll say, in this case, this is a YouTube demo. So we'll just say YouTube demo form at the top, email address, and subscribe. Now I am paying for Kit. So in this case, I'm going to remove the Kit branding. That isn't only an option if you are paying for Kit. It's up to you what you want to do on your end. And I'm going to say save. Now again, if you want to add other content fields, you can also click the plus sign and say what kind of field you want. But in this case, I'm just going to keep the email address to keep it really clean and easy to use. I will say save. And the publish, I want to use HTML. I'm going to copy the HTML and come back to my design. From here, I'll go after the paragraph tag. I'm going to drop in all of this information. What's going to happen is it's going to almost look perfect. Email address is going to show up and subscribe, but we got a lot of empty space going on up here. We got to find that empty space. So I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the size of Chrome. I'm going to inspect it. I'm going to figure out where the heck all this space is coming from. So I'm looking for padding top 56 for this design. So the good thing is that the style is inlined. So if I come over here, let me close down that design. What I'm looking for is padding top 56. So they wrote it with minimization. So we'll say padding top 56. I'm going to say inherit for this piece right here. Drop it in. What's going to happen is going to move it right up the page. Coffee, sign up, get your first cup on us. If I save that design, we now know it's still responsive as it goes back and forth. If I add my email address in here, I'm going to use mine, and it delivers the message success. Now check your email to confirm your subscription. And that's how to add your email address form to your website using Kit.